Hi, just like to do a little addendum to week one's addendum. There's a little issue cropped up, and so I thought I'd put a little video together just to show you how we get around this issue that we have. A few of you have been in touch about network card settings and not being able to find the virtual network editor. I've looked into this and I found out what the issue is, and I've also now resolved the problem. If we go to the VMware site, what we're going to find is that's where the problem is. So if we have a look over here and we look at the downloads on the VMware site and we go to the products, the free products, and we go to the workstation player, you'll notice it says version 15.5, which is the same as that we have in the laboratories. However, when I go to download, if we have a look at the download, what you can probably see here is that what it does is it downloads version 16. Now, that means there's been an update and the website hasn't even been updated yet, so we didn't know this was going to be a problem. However, there's actually some good news in amongst all of this. And the good news is, if we actually go to the VMware player and we actually look at a machine that's been created, if we've got a problem with the networking and we need to resolve it, we now don't need to open the virtual network editor. We simply have to edit the machine settings now. Because what they've done is, as part of the update, is if we go to the network adapter and we then look over here where the settings are, you'll see it says configure adapters. If we select configure adapters, it just does a quick blink of the screen while we do the authentication. Sorry, while we do the UAC. What it allows us to do is it lists up all of our network adapters now. We can select the one we're using. In this case, I'm using the Wi-Fi adapter. So if I open that, say, set my configuration to use that in here as my bridged. So you can see here I've got bridged, configure the adapters, and it says here automatic bridge settings, use that card. If I now say OK, those settings are now in that VM, and if I start that virtual machine, what I'm actually going to find is the networking component now works. So if we'll just quickly let the machine start up. Okay, so there's the machine started. So if I go to the student account and I log in, student Northumbria, because I've created it. And now what I can do is I can now test the network. I'll just do a ping to, say, one of the Google servers. Okay, there's my machine. I'll open up a terminal and I'll do a quick ping test to 8.8.8.8. And there we are. The network card is now working. If I Control C from that, close the terminal down, open up the network settings, look at the wired connection and the wired settings, go into the network adapter, and there we go. I've actually got my settings from the network. If I look at IP4, I can see I'm using DHCP, so my settings have come in. Okay, that's all I really need to go over. But that's the difference. The new version of the operating system, the new version of the virtual VMware player is actually changed how we set the virtualized network cards. And as I say, it's actually made it easier because now we don't need to worry about the virtual network editor as a separate piece of software. It's now all built into the one interface. Okay, that's all there is. Keep working and we'll see you next week. Okay, cheers.